Vanessa here. So today let's talk about cancer. What is cancer? I've done a lot of research on this subject, and first of all, it is something that we all will have in our body probably 5 or 6 times throughout our lifetime and not even know it. And the thing is, our body knows how to take care of those cells, those toxic cells. In fact, a tumor is actually a bag that your body is smart, okay? God created our bodies to know what to do and how to handle diseases and health issues. So a tumor is a sac that these toxins are gathered in this sac, and the body does that to give you time to detox from those bad cells, and our body can do that, especially if we're doing certain things as far as health and exercise and supplements and eating the right things. It will get rid of those cells on its own. And that happens, like I said, many times in a person's lifetime, and you don't even realize it's happening. When you do happen to go to the doctor and they do a scan of some sort, and the mammogram, I don't do mammograms. Those are, why would I go and have an EMF radiation device squeeze part of my body, which is adding to the cancer cells? No, those are dangerous, and most of the times they're false positives. So, but when you do get some sort of scan and the doctor says, hey, we see something, let's do further testing, or let's do a biopsy, I would never do a biopsy. When you puncture that tumor, which is a bag or a sac of those toxins, when they puncture that with a needle, they're spreading those toxins throughout your body before your body has had time to do what it needs to do. So then it progresses, and so then they do more tests, and then they say, hey, well, you need chemo or radiation. By the way, I will never do chemo or radiation. That destroys the good cells in your body and can destroy your body faster than the diagnosis of cancer. I put a little booklet together called What is Cancer? It's derived from many, many different sources of what cancer is and how to help your body to boost your immunity, and what you need to do if you are diagnosed, what to do all naturally. Listen, there are many, many, many people out there, thousands if not millions of people, that have cured themselves of what they were diagnosed as cancer. They've done that all naturally. That can be done, and that's how I would do it if I ever suspected that I had cancer. So, in fact, recently I was having some female issues with, thickening of the lining in my uterus, and if I had gone to a gynecologist, they would have wanted to do a pap smear and a biopsy. I'm not going to do either one, so there was no need for me to go. Even the pap smear I don't do anymore. I did those when I was young, thinking that's what I was supposed to do. That's before I started doing all natural research and how our bodies operate and what to do naturally. And so now I'll never do another one. They're literally scraping your uterus and with metal, and it's just not good. Okay, I've done research on that too. But with cancer, it is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's hard for people to hear some of us say that it's all about the money, because the doctors seem like they care and they want to help, and there's probably a few of them that do, but they've just been taught by the system to do it certain ways, and to do this chemo and to do this radiation. And most of those doctors too, they know better, and they wouldn't even do it on themselves. They wouldn't use those procedures on themselves. How many doctors have you seen testimonies from that had cancer and healed themselves through chemo and radiation? I've never heard of one. So I believe in prayer and healing and all natural. God created the earth with herbs and plants and trees and essential oils and foods that heals our body, including cancer and any other disease out there. I am a big proponent of all natural healing, and most everybody that knows me knows that. Very seldom will I'll go to a doctor every once in a great while to confirm my self-diagnosis so that I know which route to go. But even now, I go to functional doctors and homeopathic practitioners, holistic doctors. Most of the time, I don't go to a regular MD. And I'm not trying to say there's not a time and a place, because there is. Broken bone, yeah, you need to go. Maybe you're in a car wreck and you're bleeding to death, and you need to stop the bleeding. I mean, there is a time and a place. Yes, but 99% of the time, me and my family are doing the all-natural route, and the functional doctors, holistic, all-natural doctors, and homeopathic practitioners. So if you want a copy of this, it is on Amazon, only because I do all my self-publishing through the KDP publishing program. So I have to put it on Amazon. So it is on there, but I do have a few copies on hand as well. I only charge $5. That's just to cover the printing and the shipping. I have to pay for them, to be printed and shipped to me. But it has a lot of information and some links that you can go to, foods and that help rid cancer if you've been diagnosed. Apricot kernels is a good one. There's lots of information in here about what to eat and what to do. And so I just wanted to talk about that for a minute. So until next time, may God bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and give you peace.